that compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
I got a girl that compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time. Look.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for being patient with us.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties that y'all don't know about. Because normally we have a timer ticking so you can see how long you have to wait, but the timer somehow did not appear. So y'all was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
but thanks to everyone who's that has been watching so far. I am Lady Di. This is my husband, James. If you don't know, we have been we are married with kids, you know, just living life with each other. You know, I had put a a quiz. Facebook has quizzes now. So I put something where it says get to know us, which I thought was cool for the ones that are new. The ones that have been watching, you guys already know us. But the ones that are you guys that are new, you know, some of you guys don't know that we're married, or you just like, what are they doing? Who are they? So I put get to know us. And the question was, how long have me and James been together? And a lot of you guys answered right. Some people was putting on there that they guessed right, you know. So we've been together 10 years. 10 years. Okay. Yep.
So what's up, everybody? What's up, D Awesome? I see you on Instagram. What's going on?
What's up, Instagram? Thanks for being here too, you know. So yeah, so we're going to get into it today. You know how we do. Today, we do the Reddit stories, and we're going to save it for the end. For those of you who love those Reddit stories, you know, we got some juicy today.
Yep.
All right. But we're going to get into some reactions. So before we get started, did you say hi to the chat already?
No, not yet. Not yet. So my boy Chris, what's going on, man? He was loving those beginning videos.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, when I make those I find and I create the videos for the intro. And when I'm telling you, I am dying laughing. It's like I could barely like do it. I'm like crying. I had tears.
Yeah.
That guy is funny.
Yeah,
so I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, what's up,
hey,
Hidden Gems? What's going on? He said, and Trey Riggs and Troy.
Right?
Exactly, man. I'll be like,
oh my gosh.
Man, he be having me crying.
And I don't know which one is funnier, his cartoons or his non-animated one. Like he has both. So, because his faces are funny too, but the cartoon is like, he can't get no funnier.
Exactly. I think I figured out what's the problem, issue, whatever. Let me fix this. Go ahead.
Okay. We got What the Funk is in the building.
Hey, all the way from Germany. What's going on, brother?
How are you? We haven't seen you in a while.
Exactly.
Thanks for stopping back by here. What the Funk says, I would never forget James' face when during shower surprise.
Oh, yo, that video with the when he pulled the what's the name out of this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah. I don't want to say too much. Yo, that junk messed me up though. I was like, I'm glad that wasn't real, but yo, that junk had me dying.
Is it real? Y'all been through that? We're actually gonna play that video today. So because I don't think a lot of you guys can catch up with the videos that we post, because we post a lot. We post like 4 or 5 videos a day, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ones that y'all can't keep up, I'm gonna play some of them today. All right, we're gonna get into it.
And I'm sorry, TikTok, for the people that watch us on TikTok, I messed up, so I was signed into a different account.
Okay, he don't got access. His account don't have access to the live. You have to have a certain amount of subscribers for that.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, why we can't go live on TikTok? I'm messing this all up, so we struggling right now. So
what's up, Eugene? Did I say hi? I got your name up here. What's up, Eugene? How you doing tonight? You know. Hey, Derek. Well, how are you doing? He says salute to the channel. What's up?
What's up? So we got a problem solved, guys. With this YouTube stuff, man. We used to have a page back in the day, whatever, right? But we kind of getting back into it, whatever. So sometimes we kind of be making our little mistakes. But I appreciate y'all, man, bearing with us. And
Well,
stuff, so.
we had a page, but we wasn't consistent
at all.
You understand? Like we used to post, you know, we was consistent for like a couple days. It was his fault. I used to be like, yo, James, let's record in mass.
Yeah.
Let's record 5. He's like, nah, we'll record 1. I'm like, because
I had to
never have time.
I was doing all the editing by myself. I was like, I ain't trying to make all that damn work for myself. But it was back then. Now I kind of got
now I do all of that most of the time. He did step in. Y'all know I was doing this by myself in the beginning. For those of you guys who've been here at that point. But yeah. So now we're doing it together, and now we're posting 5 videos a day.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into it, y'all. All right, so y'all ready? Y'all ready for these reactions?
These videos, man. I'm ready for these, man. Hopefully these should be good.
Okay, let's see. Let me add it.
Oh, so the Heat gonna win tonight? I don't know, man. The Heat need to win tonight. If the Heat don't win tonight, it's gonna be a problem. So, we're gonna see.
All right, let me turn it up for the people on Instagram. Y'all can hear. All right, you hit live.
Yeah, it's on.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. TikTok.
The lottery for $1.3 million.
Right.
She hid it from her husband and 11 days later divorced her husband. He found out 2 years later from a letter in the mail, and it was the lottery company saying, do you want to get the lump sum or do you want to continue getting the monthly earnings? Because he stayed at that same address.
Right.
But she won the lottery at the time
They were married.
He sued her. Fraud, oppression, and malice, ended up winning 100% of the earnings. Plus, she had to pay the court fees on her end.
What's your name, sir? My name is Dees. Dees what, sir?
Yo, man. Like the setup was great. But the first video, man, honestly, going back to the first video, a lot of times, like we like to see kind of like how women, get the man is doing that, right? Like I remember seeing like a video a long time ago where a guy, he had won the lottery. He said it was a fake ticket though, but he said, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. Bye. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I want to be with his wife and blah, 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 and left. And then she's like, here's the fake ticket. I wish I would have got that video, but yeah, man, it's a lot of crazy stuff, but let's get into the video again, man. It's crazy. Yeah, video. That's the other one.
What are you doing? That's what it looks like.
No, it looks like there's a ton sticking out of your hands.
Come on. That's what it looks like.
No, it looks like there's a
Muted. We were muted. All right.
ton sticking out of your hands.
Come on. Let's go. Get a gas. Straight. No, no! Stop! Sorry. It's all right.
I mean, my mom couldn't teach me how to drive because she would be freaking out.
At all.
We would have gotten an accident because she pushed me, telling me to stop.
My mom be like, stop, go, no, yeah, help. I'm like, Mom, I'm not doing anything. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of times it's good to like have dads to teach their kids, but this dad has awesome patience because I would have cussed his ass out, honestly. I would have probably went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because as he was trying to fix his glasses and stuff, I'm like, he was more focused on the glasses than actually driving. Like, it's just crazy out here, man.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
like I've always been the breadwinner in my relationships, and I realize now that I'm older and I looked at my dating patterns that I always pick the guy who don't have the most money because I like to control the situation.
I said that.
I like to be able to leave when I want to
Mm-hmm.
leave. I like to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I am attracted to alpha males, but alpha males, they're attracted to me initially physically, but once they figure out like we're both like this, they're like, oh no, we can't do this.
Would you consider yourself an alpha woman?
Absolutely.
So I mean,
what does that mean?
Absolutely, she's an alpha woman. So honestly, you know, I'm glad she was honest because, you know, I see a lot of women today acting like that. You know, they want men they can control, but you can't control a man. And honestly, I don't think men are controlling women. Like, I think it's just more of your role. Like, you're a female, you have a man leader. You know, if you want the leader type of relationship, it doesn't mean that you don't have a say so. I have, like, me and James, I have a lot of say so. You know, we just collectively figure things out together, but he just has the final decision. Like, it's very simple.
Because you got to use your resources, right? So a lot of women say they want a man to be a leader, right? But they don't want him to do his job. You know, so she's kind of finally figuring it out that, hey, I've been messing up, and you know what I mean, I've been picking the wrong type of guys, because and the guys I do want, right, which is the leader, it's not going to choose me. So we have to, as people, as women, as men, we got to understand what we want, right? And we got to make sure we do what we doing, so we get the right way, so we don't end up in this situation. Now she's probably in her 30s, not married, probably going on maybe hopefully in her 40s. Hopefully she figured this out, and then now she's getting better, right? So
right, let's get into it.
To alpha males, but alpha males, they're attracted to me initially physically, but
once
they figure out like we're both like this, they're like, oh no, we can't do this.
Would you consider yourself an alpha woman?
Absolutely.
I want to see what you look like under the mask. Like, why are you hiding your face?
I'm hiding my face for the same reason you're wearing makeup.
No way,
boy. No way, boy. No.
No way. I mean, like, wow. Just wow. Because at the same time, you know, why is it that, I'm so sorry, y'all. Why is it that, okay, so he wanted to wear a mask, you know, saying that, hey, some ladies wear a lot of makeup. Wearing makeup, hey, you wear makeup. But wearing a lot of makeup, it's like, damn, who are you? So he felt like, let me put on a mask so I could cover my face. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I like natural. I see how my wife is, right? I love natural. And I think most men would like it. Men, we just got to kind of be, you know, tell women more. Exactly. You know, some are not going to listen, right? Whatever. But, you know what I mean? Just start telling them more and be like, hey, especially if it's your lady, help her out with those insecurities so she can kind of get better with how she views herself, and she can make, I guess, smarter decisions on, you know what I mean, how she want to look.
I'll just give y'all a tip. It's all about what you eat. I had to eliminate 5 things out of my diet to get my face to look like this. All right, moving on.
Oh, you gonna tell them?
Oh.
So I'm trying to figure out who are all these men that you got texting in your phone.
I can't have friends.
You got friends, but Eric specifically though, I seen some text messages in your phone from him talking about boo and bae. What's that about?
What about Eric? And why was you going through my phone?
Because.
And what text message are you even talking about?
I'm referring to the text message where it was like, "Ooh, baby, we had a great time last night." What was the great time that y'all had last night?
Oh yeah, you mean when we went to the football game and we hung out?
Okay, you can say that now,
days.
but what I don't get is why would you be calling him boo and bae then? Okay, if that's just your homeboy and y'all going to games and stuff together, that's fine and dandy. But you call
boo and bae. Never done it.
Well, he said it. It was him saying it.
Okay, so then maybe you need to talk to him, because
ain't no point in me talking to Eric. You're my
I
man.
don't understand why you coming up to me talking about named Eric, who's my homeboy, who I just hang out with every once and now and again.
Because you're my man.
And you shouldn't be going through my phone anyway. And what does me being your man got anything to do with him?
So look.
Yo, we gotta when he clapped his hands, that was a little suspect when I first seen the video.
God,
I was like, we clapped his hands. I was like, hold on now, man, we don't really do that like that, right?
So what do y'all think? I think that's a female, and he just hid the name with the name Eric. Her name Erica.
Oh yeah, put that in the chat. What y'all think?
Put a 1 in the chat if you think that, you know, he is with the guy, so he goes both ways, or put a 2 in the chat if you think that is a secret mistress or whatever.
Yeah. If it's all right, so if it's a
1
man,
in the chat, it's a man. 2 in the chat if it's a female.
But y'all doing that. What's up, Just Rules? Appreciate the super chat.
Thanks for sending that over.
He said, good evening, James Lady Di and the DTM chat family. Hope all is blessed, healthy, and on good season. Peace to you all.
Thanks for being a member as well. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be dropping some videos too for the people like behind the scenes for the members, and you can kind of see like we're gonna put like some family photos and videos too as well of our family before we get mainstream.
Oh wait, so the members, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all real quick. When we have emojis that you can use, okay, so you put a colon, you put James, another colon, you'll see James' face pop up. But I'll show y'all. What's up, Shaq? How are you?
What's up?
She said he's clapping his hands. Well, that answers all the questions.
Hey, so we got a lot of ones. So
yeah, we got one. What is that? A man? Damn.
He said 12.
Damn. So y'all just what's up?
Hey, men, we know. Men, we know.
Oh my gosh, look.
Oh, so he got a boyfriend.
Hey, you mean when we went to the football game and we hung out?
Okay, you can say that now, but what I don't get is why would you be calling him boo and bae then? Okay, if that's just your homeboy and y'all going to games and stuff together, that's fine and dandy. But you call
boo and bae. Never done it.
Well, he said it. It was him saying it.
Okay, so then maybe you need to talk to him because
ain't no point in me talking to Eric. You're my
I
man.
don't understand why you coming up to me talking about named Eric, who's my homeboy, who I just hang out with every once and now and again.
Because you're my man.
And you shouldn't be going through my phone anyway. And what does me being your man got anything to do with him?
I got here as fast as I could. Yo, what the hell? Tell her what you did.
So me and Mark, we was chilling on Friday night, and I went over there to watch Power with him, and he was like, well, Power don't come on until next week. And I was like, no, it definitely comes on tonight. So I ended up checking, and he was right.
Okay. We can fix this.
And I said I was sorry. I mean, I don't see what the problem is. Like, shouldn't we take accountability for our actions?
Girl, let me off this fool. Girl, don't you know the #1 rule in women's club is you never apologize?
Oh my God.
So much faith in you.
We're sisters forever, right? Sisters for life?
Damn. It's not that serious.
You was never one of us.
Wow. Okay, so like so that just lets me know that I'm not supposed to apologize. See, I didn't know there was a such thing.
Yep.
I did not know that. But now I know. So thank you.
So that's why, man, honestly, that's one of the things I say to guys. Like, hey, how long you been with this woman, right? If he say over a year, I say, okay, has she ever apologized to you about anything? And they say no. I said, that's a red flag. Like, I know.
Oh, yeah, you always been saying that.
Yeah, in a year's time, if you've been with somebody for a year and they never did anything wrong, that's a problem. Because everybody mess up, right? This is being real.
Well, according to the video, I don't mess up. So I'm not saying sorry no more. Thank you.
Exactly, man. Eugene said the sisterhood. Yep.
She just put me on game, y'all.
Hey, you
look, a quick way to destroy my marriage.
I know, right? You're gonna end up like her ass.
Shouldn't we take accountability for our actions?
Girl, let me off this fool. Girl, don't you know the #1 rule in women's club is you never apologize? I have so much faith in you.
We're sisters forever, right? Sisters for life?
You was never one of us.
When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock hard.
Oh my.
Since we've met, we've thousands of times.
That's one of my favorite
But
videos.
even today, there's nobody I'd rather have deep me at night
How old are
than me
they?
again in the morning.
People ask how we've lasted so long, and I say it's all about accepting change. When Doris was younger, she liked to be thrown around like a rag doll.
Oh.
But these days, she doesn't care what I do as long as I give her the drilling it needs.
On the other hand, he's still the same old Isaac. He went on my 55 years ago, and he still does today.
Well, heck, if it ain't...
Yo. I want that type of marriage. What about y'all? Look, 80 years old. They still getting in. I always wondered how it is when you get that age. Like you 80, you still doing the same things you did when you were 20, 30 years old.
Man, this
you can't tell me you don't want that type of love.
Man,
my
they
guy.
barely can walk. They're gonna have to have somebody to help them up out that damn chair. I know they
No, we have to exercise. We have to be healthy. We're gonna eat right, and we're gonna be able to walk around.
Yeah, he must be eating what he eating. Mangoes.
Mangoes, y'all. Mangoes. Tell me if y'all want that type of love. Put a 1 in the chat if you want that type of love. All right. Come on now. So let's get into it.
Broke.
Hey, what's up, baby? Glad you took this date with me.
Yeah, I've been seeing you for a little minute now.
I've been seeing you too, though. I know we just met yesterday, but you know, I'm digging you.
Yeah, you cool.
What's wrong though? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong.
Not for real though. What's wrong?
I just honestly I just haven't been able to pay my rent this month.
Are you serious? Like she just said that openly?
So what you do last month?
Well, I mean, last month I had it, so I just went ahead and paid it.
What you do last month?
What you gonna do this month?
And that's what I was about to ask you.
Me?
Yeah.
The one you just met yesterday?
Yeah.
So you ain't got no nigga in your phone right now you can call?
No.
That pussy must be trash as fuck.
No, but what you do last month? Like for real? How you just meeting people and asking them the next day, can you pay my rent? Is that what we doing today? Y'all ladies gotta stop that. Y'all better go work and pay your own damn rent until you get a husband. If you ain't got no husband, then ain't no dude paying your rent.
Yo, I know a lot of these videos be fake, right? But some of them got some truth to this shit.
I don't skid or not. We know this happens in real life. Let's be real. And going back to y'all nasty. Look at y'all ones in the chat. Y'all nasty.
Hey,
Shaq what the funk says? Negative one.
Shaq about to deliver a baby right now, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know they nasty. I already know it. Yo, but this video, like, we gotta stop doing this. It is scripted. What's up, Travel One?
What's up, Travel One?
It is scripted. It's just bringing this to reality, like to let people know this is what really happens.
Hey, he's a kind of Baltimore. Hey, I already know how Baltimore get down, man. They wild up there.
Hey, what's up, Pink? How are you doing? I don't think I said something.
Yeah, what's up, Pink? I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right, let's get back into it.
I gotta go.
This is your chance. We're not gonna have this conversation like this again. If I do, you know what's gonna happen, correct?
Come back here.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You ought to respect your mother. You ought to respect your auntie. You ought to respect every person in this home. If I hear that you've done this foolishness again to bring danger and harm to your family and to these kids and to your mama, there's no more talking.
Why you gotta?
You got it?
Yes, sir.
You want to stay in this house tonight?
Yes, sir.
No, we don't.
Have we got a firm understanding? You sure about that?
Do you want to know the major theme that I'm seeing?
I'm so quick. I'm so sorry.
Sure about that?
Why you quick and slow at the same time? No, like honestly, like with this video, man, it goes to show you like how important like a male role model is in the household, right? So I got some backstory on this guy right here. So what this guy does is go around to people's houses and say if they have like a teen that's out of order, he helps them get themselves in shape, right? Basically, so he's coming there to get this kid that's out of line back in line, right? So this just goes to show you like how you see the tone of how he's talking to him. Yes, sir. They the same height, right? It's not, he don't give them that.
He's
they
taller.
The same height. Yeah,
he's taller.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's about the respect level. It's a grown man. He understands it's grown man strength. It's a difference. Big ass difference.
I mean,
you know, so
I understand how this could help, but I mean, he's probably doomed if there's no daddy there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because this man is gonna walk away and go home, and he's just gonna be facing, looking at in his room, thinking about doing it again. So it does help, but then he just has to really mature up quick.
Exactly.
What the fun asked the question.
He said, "What would you do if your son was game banging?" Oh, I can't say what I do online. Just, hey man, we got to talk in the batch. But no, man, like that'll be rough, man. Honestly, because you know, what I mean, me growing around like the gang culture and me not doing it, and for my son and one of my sons to do it, that's gonna be an issue because I was around it too, but I chose not to do that. I chose not to go that route, right? So we just got to be that leader of the person, be like, hey, I don't need that stupid crap in my life. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have a real big talk after I give my, after we, you know what I mean, some stuff go.
These kids today are invincible. How about that?
Do you want to know the major theme that I'm seeing in the divorce industry as a divorce lawyer as I do consults these days? I am seeing working moms doing it all. And I'm seeing the husbands step back and say, I don't got to do a thing.
Damn
She's got the kids, she's got the groceries, she's got the laundry, she's got the meals, she's got the work. And by the way, she's making all the money and she's paying for the house and doing everything else. I'm going to go to the firehouse. I'm going to go play this. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. That's the theme.
Yo, when I first seen this video, I was dying laughing, right?
I was dying laughing so hard. I had sent it to the lead attorney, like, look at this clown.
And what did he say? He
called him Derek Jackson something.
He said the Derek Jackson of lawyers. Yeah.
Yes, the Derek Jackson of lawyers. That's what he said.
Yo, but man, honestly, like with videos like this, right? Like we have to. So what I do is I listen out for keywords, right? To hear bullshit. I got like a bullshit like radar, right? So when I heard the keyword, well, let's see, what's the keyword? What's the keyword y'all heard? I'm gonna see if anybody else caught what I got. What's the keyword y'all heard in this? Put it in the chat.
Keyword for what?
In this video that he said that you knew it was bullshit.
I mean, it was just how he was saying, like, you know, the men, they don't do nothing. The lady's working and she's doing everything. And he made it seem like all his clients, I guess he's talking about his clients, all his clients have husbands like that. Like, why are you picking clients for husbands like that? Anyway, you know, they lying. Most men are not doing that. Come on now.
All right, this is one of them. Women doing it all. And the next one was consulting. So me going through a divorce, right, and me going through the lawyers and talking to the lawyer, I can go to my lawyer and tell anything. I can be like, hey, well, my ex-wife, she was a child. I can say all type of crazy crap. He's a murderer. You know, I can, I'm trying to blur the words out so it won't be. But I could have said anything about her. Now he's coming up here saying, well, I'm hearing every woman that is getting a divorce is doing this and doing this and doing this, right? Because it's just going off what I'm telling you. So, of course, if it's just going off what I'm saying, I can lie. I can say anything, right? I can say she a deadbeat. I can say that she ain't no good person. I can say all that type of stuff, right? So when I heard that, I was like, duh, of course, because they're going to make you get more on their side because you were their attorney. So they're only going to say the bad things. They're not going to say the good things that they did, right? They're not going to say that, hey, he saved my life, or hey, he was there when I ain't have no money when I was in college. He ain't gonna say all that type of stuff. They just gonna say all the bad shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what's up?
Hey, what up, Kevin Samuels' cousin? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I call BS for real.
Yo, what up, Bruiser? What's going on, brother?
What's up? All right, let's get into it.
And women are tired.
That the lesbians are pretending that they are heterosexual and want a relationship with the man until they conceive the child, and then they announce that they are gay.
Oh, really?
To leave the man, sue him for child support, and then live the rest of their lives with their lesbian lovers and his baby.
Wow. Oh. You know, I never knew that until... Look, I watched this video and then I asked some people that, you know, older, and they were like, yeah, they've been doing this for years. And I was like, why? Why y'all doing that? That's mad. That's mean.
But honestly, in this situation, man.
In this situation.
Yeah, because this is a difficult one because you know me as a man, when you have a child, you know, well, I guess the guys that want to be there, right? I'm talking about those. I know some people won't be saying some bullshit. But for the guys that want to be there for their kids, like that's like the worst thing you can do is take it away that man from that child, you know. So we just gotta be up in the front. You know what I mean? You just tell the guy, hey, I just want to have a baby by you, you know, but you don't get no child support. But you can just say
That's
that.
why, because most men are not gonna be like, yeah, sure, here you go.
Here you go. Here's my
like,
CD.
they're not gonna do that. So anyway.
Let's see all that.
What's up, Chucky?
Hey, what's up, Chucky?
My favorite movie. All right, here we go.
You want to say to your future bride?
I hope we have a lot of sex.
Oh my God. Wow. Honesty.
Only 2 things are required to keep me happy. Keep my belly full and my balls empty. Though you're amazing at half of it, we really need to get you some cooking lessons.
Oh, damn.
Since the beginning, I was always told life gets even better when the kids fall asleep and you tell me to come to the bedroom. Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming.
Michael.
P.S. Since you're so good at making decisions like marrying me, you can choose whether tonight's going to end with being a toaster, strudel, or a Twinkie.
Oh, snap. Wow.
Alrighty. Being that I am his mom, I will deal with him later.
Yeah. That's like kind of embarrassing. Like, as the lady standing there knowing that he's going to do that to you, and everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Hey, facts. Bruce said, "Fuck around the baiting body bag." Exactly, man. That's from the last video. Yeah,
okay.
Man. You gotta be careful with that shit. People ain't playing out here.
Yeah.
Shaq said, "Look, like, wow, he's just being honest." Hey, man. Sometimes honestly.
I mean, that's what I say. Some of you guys need to be doing. If you haven't, like, just be really honest with ladies. Just tell them exactly what it is. So when you guys get married, you can't say, "Oh, we're having a sexless marriage." Yeah. Where?
And they having fun.
You
too.
told her right up front.
Yeah, and they having fun, man. Honestly, like this is some of the things, you know what I'm saying? Like you can just like remember for the rest of your life. Like they're gonna be 40 years marriage or something like that. And you're like, you remember that speech you gave me at the, you know what I'm saying? They 60-something, 70-something years old. You remember that speech you gave us? I'll never forget, you know what I'm saying? So building those memories, man, is very important.
It's true.
And keeping that together, keeping that strong, you know what I mean, thing together is powerful. So
what did you say that I can remember?
I made you cry.
I'm joking.
I made her ass cry at our wedding.
All right, we're gonna continue.
Yeah.
He's grounded. By all means.
Name something you've been wishing for years your husband would do. Gina?
Make me come.
Oh my God.
No, she did not.
Like,
yo.
Why?
Hey, he's talking about being honest.
But you don't say that in public. You don't. It's even hard to say that to him in general. Like imagine, just even if it wasn't in. I guess that's why she said it in public, because she can't say it behind his. I mean, with him behind closed doors. Because what would he have said if it was behind closed doors?
Yeah. Hey, the question was, name something that you want your husband to do, or what he hasn't done before.
Something that he hasn't done before. Name something your husband hasn't done before. Yeah.
And she said to make me come. So
put a 1 in the chat if you
hold on now.
No. Put a 1 in the chat if you would be that honest. And I'm talking about something like this.
I thought you were about to ask the other question.
This topic, how she responded. Would you ever be that honest in public about your significant other? Put a 1 in the chat if you would do something that what she did. Would you do that?
Nah. I wouldn't try to embarrass people, honestly. That's just me, but I think it's funny, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, but you know what I mean, that can kind of be embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. All right.
You got the pose.
That was it.
Oh my God!
I just hear that. Don't lean back on me. We're not
Play.
All right,
Y'all want
we'll replay it. We'll replay it. Let me see if I can get it. Okay.
Name something you've been wishing for years your husband would do. Gina?
Make me come.
Whoa! No, she did not.
I'm going home.
Their kids were there.
Oh my God.
Their kids were there. He said, "Oh, my mother." Oh.
Hear that. Don't lean back on me. We're not.
He me mad. He said, "Don't lean back on me. Don't lean back on me." Oh my God.
Fact. Women have so much evil in their blood that God decided it needed to be drained once a month.
Yeah, when I seen that, my face was similar. Because I was like, how clever are you, sir? Okay. What do you think about that?
Nah, man, I think there's actually some truth to it. No, no, man. I think just like, man, this is going with the narrative, man. I always have fun in relationships. Kind of do those type of things just so you can, you know what I mean, build that camaraderie with each other, having fun. Like that's why we always smile. I know a lot of people, you know what I mean, they always talk about us laughing and having a good time, man. And if you do more of that in your relationship rather than arguing, I think your relationship can last the test of time. You know what I mean? So just say those little corny jokes and, you know what I mean, have good and ladies, if you think he corny, whatever, right? Because some ladies,
if you first of all, if you are with a man that you think is corny, you already messed up.
But
don't
you know,
be
some
with,
people
don't,
some people be like, they be funny at first. And
they be funny at first.
They get used to them, and then they like, nah, you ain't funny no more. You know what I'm saying?
That no, that's excuse me, that's messed up, y'all. Don't do that.
But yeah,
you
man.
can't switch up like that. You got with that person, be with that person. Don't all of a sudden, oh, you corny. Let me go find the next man. Like the hell you mean? Yeah. All right, don't ever do that. So okay, we are done with the reactions, y'all.
So yeah, we want to just do it like quick reactions, guys. So some of you guys are gonna be like in the video. I'm gonna edit, cut it out, and we're gonna be kind of doing more like quick reaction videos and stuff too.
Let's get into these polls, y'all. Let's get into these polls.
Let's get it.
Because I just try to make it a little interesting. So let me see. How can I put it up? Can y'all see that? All right. So I posted this late at night, but the question is, do you think it's healthy to go to bed mad in a relationship? So I put that because I really wanted to know what some of you guys are thinking about it. What some of you guys are thinking, because I think a lot of the issues in relationships is because we do this. We go to bed mad, and tomorrow you ain't gonna talk about it. Like, let's be real. You're not gonna talk and say, "Oh well, yesterday, this is what I was thinking." That like most of us are not doing that. So the options are yes, they will get over it. So go to bed mad, and yes, they're gonna get over it. All right. Then we have no, resolve it right away. And then we have what I said. I can't even see it.
If it ain't
if I am tired, I'm not resolving it. Okay. Now, why you people think that way? They do. They like, can you pull it up? Pull it up on here. The comments real quick. Listen, this is what some of us are thinking. Like, we're like, I'm tired. I'm not about to resolve a damn thing. So you guys can just deal with it on your own. What the fuck sent that link to? See what that is. But yeah, so it's here. Yeah. So if you feel like you're 10% of you guys are saying yes, they will get over it. I would not recommend that because I mean, unless it's like severely late, but honestly, you want to make sure that you resolve your issues at that moment. Now, is all of it going to be resolved? Like you're going to be able to fix stuff overnight? No, but you want to make sure that you're going to bed with a good understanding of what the issue is and at least having some type of knowledge on how you're going to get better. Then you could go to sleep peacefully, okay? You cannot go to sleep peacefully without having those 2 steps down. So let's be real. All right. The third one says, I'm tired. I'm not going to resolve anything. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that either because it's basically saying, you know, you don't really care.
I think it's depending
so
on
you
the
still,
situation.
but what I'm saying is you have to have those 2 things. Make sure that you have an understanding on what's going on and you have at least 1 step to get better. Yeah. You cannot go to sleep without having those 2.
But honestly, like, you know what I mean? If it's 3 a.m, 2, 1 a.m for some people, right? Your normal bedtime is 10 o'clock. All right. You know, obviously this conversation is not going nowhere.
It ain't going to be normal if y'all having an argument. You're not going to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but I know that's what I'm saying. But you don't want to stay up to 1 or 2 o'clock and then you crash, you know what I mean, drive because you're so damn tired going to work. You know what I mean? So it got to be perspective put on, context put on it, right? So if the conversation is not going anywhere, if it's not quick, I would say, hey, it's up to the man. Hey, you're gonna have to shut that conversation down. Because a lot of times the ladies like to continue to talk, and you know, I mean, that's just what they do, right? So we as men got to understand, like, hey, it's not going nowhere. You're not understanding me right now. It might be better to have this conversation in the morning.
I wouldn't even say it like that, because that's still confrontation. It's like, well, it's because da, 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 and then that's another conversation. You gotta be like, you know, even if you don't like it, just say, hey, you know, I still love you. I mean, you gotta make it more sweet.
Nah, fuck that.
So then you gotta talk about it. If you don't make it sweet, you gotta talk about it.
I say you gotta do all that because you know what I mean. Because you gotta. It shouldn't be that way. It should be like, hey, it's not going anywhere right now. Let's just sit down. I mean, we can talk about it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, ladies, you want your man to be honest with you. You want your man to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Just be able to accept that. You know what I mean? So, because a lot of people, like, they want the no, resolve it right away. Men want to quick too. Women want to quick too as well. You know what I mean? But you have to, it has to be a cutoff. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be able to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's up, beautiful animated? What's going on?
What's up?
He said, what the phone said, I tell a woman to write it down and we'll read it later.
Writing it down, you know, I think that's a great well, for some ladies. I don't think it's good for all, but I think that's a great option. Writing it down, it's like now you get all your thoughts out. Because sometimes you know how you in an argument, damn, I forgot to say that. You shouldn't forget if you're writing it. So
Trayvon made a great point, right? He said, let's talk about it in the morning. Next day, set a time. That's good. So
yeah,
now,
that's like the way how it's being said. Like next day, set a time. So it seems like you still care. So it's like you want to make sure that you care. You don't have to say, because I was saying to say I love you, but you want to show that you care. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. She said, I'm a bee, and if you mess with my sleep, you better leave me alone. I want to sleep. Hey,
like, I'm gonna talk about that later.
Appreciate that, man. I'll put my what's the name in the chat so they can see it.
I don't know if I can do it right here.
Yeah, you should be able to. Oh man.
Yeah. So
yeah, man. So we just kind of gotta you know what I mean, put ourselves in better positions, man, because you don't want to be too tired and you know what I mean, crash anything. So
you don't want to be too tired. Definitely just, I guess, you know, do what Travel once said and politely walk away, politely go to sleep. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Pink said, ex-wife told me something flipped, then walked away and got into the bed. Sleep. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You
just like that, nothing resolved. Well, that caused her and the whole bed to get flipped over. Don't be disrespectful.
Like, for real, because you cannot set it off with the issue still. Like, you're not understanding. Like, no, because now it's gonna be like, well, you're not understanding. Like, you want to make sure that it's peaceful. That's all you gotta do.
And what the phone said, try one yes and never. Yeah, funny. But that was good advice, Travel. He said, Coco K, hey, how you doing, Coco K? He said, talk about issues before going to bed. Can't sleep. Well, when you're mad.
You can't. That's why I said showing. You know, you got to show you care, even though you feel like you don't at the moment. Thanks for sending this super chat. Thank you so much. You know, it's gonna be hard to go to sleep. So I don't know. How about the what is it when you're mad? You know, you just get in the bed and rumble. What is it?
Get in the bed and rumble.
Have sex when you're mad.
I'm
saying. What is it called? I can't think, yo. I'm trying to be appropriate on YouTube.
Yeah.
What's the saying? Like, you know, you don't go to bed mad or whatever, but you have sex, basically. Make up sex. Tell me. Make up sex. Okay. Even that can work. Try that out. I don't know. But yeah, just make sure that it's peaceful. What are some of the comments saying, real quick?
I said, sometimes I need to sleep.
Hey, what's up, hometown girl?
Hey, it's a good point, hometown girl. Hey, how you doing? He said, sometimes I need to sleep on it because it keeps me from saying something I may regret. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we trying to do. We trying to keep people together. We trying to make sure, you know what I mean, we put ourselves in position that we have strong families, right? We are not always not going to agree, right? You know what I'm saying? That's with anything. So, you know, we want to make sure that if you are in that situation where you're able to talk about it, you say what's on your mind, try to stay as calm as possible. Sometimes it's hard. You know what I mean? I'd be the first one to say it, but you got to try to do it. So, all right.
What are some of the comments saying?
All right. It says, sometimes a cool down period is needed, especially when one is tired. Being in that state can cause a person to say almost anything just to go to sleep. I had an ex who always wanted to argue about something all after I worked a 12-hour day and needed to sleep. And because of that, the argument got worse, or I just I give in just to sleep and wake up. feeling resentful towards her. This is why she's an ex. Dang. Agree to the table of discussion until cooler rested heads are attainable. Yeah. So dang, that was very thoughtful and very precise.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, James, real quick. I put on how it should look. So for our members, I had created some emojis. So I put in there with how to type it. So if you're Team Lady Di, please put in what you see there. If you're Team James, put it that way. If you're Team both of us, put James Di. Please try it out so y'all can see how it looks. All right.
We trying, y'all. Say hell no, work that ish out. Tomorrow isn't promised. Never go to bed mad. Life is short. That's what somebody said. It says, time and action resolve things. Go to sleep or go to sleep. It will be there tomorrow. Yeah.
It's like both of them are true. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. You have to be a member in order to get the emoji. So the members that are in the chat, please put that in there.
I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Cam?
What's up, Cam? How you doing? But yes, Coco K, please do it. If you could do it, put that and see if it pops up. Yep. You know, we're learning this out. We're learning. It's also in the community tab. You guys can find it there. All right, so let's move on to the next poll. Okay, so this one. All right, what I say? I posted this early. So the question is, would you be mad if your partner slept in most of the time? So, you're in a relationship, and, your partner is sleeping like a lot, yeah. Like always sleeping. When I'm talking about in the morning only. All right. So the question, would you be mad? So yes, wake up.
Get your ass up.
Like, yes, wake up. Okay. We have, what's the next one?
Give him /her something to wake up to. Okay. Get a little full of fun time. Enjoy long time. Oh shit! It must be a lot of guys coming in on this shit. That sleep in with him and her. Oh, okay. That's a nice. I like that poll.
You like that? Oh, so sometimes James don't be seeing my poll.
Yeah, I'll be. Oh, dang! I guess it's not working or something.
No, they just not doing it right.
But it's not showing up for you.
Because I'm so it's not. Okay, I'm not on there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so listen, I made this poll because some people are having issues like this, and it brings conflict. Honestly, so I want to come up with resolutions for you. Now, this scenario I have here is just in general. Like, this is what the most common people are complaining about. They're gonna say, "Yes, wake up." They're like, "Be more considerate." You can't sleep. You got to be with me. You waste your time sleeping. You're not with me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then you have the ones that says, so this is an option. Give him or her something to wake up to. So these are options. All right. These are options. Go to the live video. These are options that help make it better. You can try it. Oh, it's working.
Oh, it's working.
It's working.
All right.
All right. I see it, y'all. Thank you. Yeah, go to the community tab and you'll see the instructions there, but it's working. All right. So yes, these are options. Definitely, if you want them to wake up, give them something to wake up to. Sometimes that'll work. If they're freaky enough, they'll wake up. All right. Enjoying time alone is good, but I'm saying it's excessive. Like, this person is always sleeping and you guys are not bonding. That's the whole point of the poll. You guys want to bond. If you just sleeping your time away, or people say you sleep, you got to make money, whatever. Even if you don't want to sleep all the time, unless you work long hours, I'm not saying that some people can't, but have a good reason.
And that's what Coco K said. So that's a great point to say, if he or she's working 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, like, even with my wife, right? I try to like.
What you like to say?
No, I like her when she sleeps in, right? Because I understand, like, a lot of times we begin so focused on, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, right? And we don't realize, hey, I gotta rest. Like, this YouTube stuff, it's a lot of work that we put into it to make all these videos, to edit all this type of stuff, and to put all this information out, and to be away. So I'll be like, hey, make sure you're getting your rest, making sure, and then we take turns sleeping in. Like, you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna wake up with the kids today, right? Or tomorrow you wake up with the kids, because a lot of them sometimes they wake up 5, 6 in the, no matter every day, right? So
yeah,
we have to make sure we giving each other that break that we needed. So
like tomorrow morning, who's waking up with the kids? Nah,
that's you tomorrow.
I think we both gonna wake up because we're trying to go out, so we'll see. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're not wasting time sleeping when you could spend your time with the person. But if you work long hours and you did your duty, if you're a man, you work, you pay for the bills and all that stuff, cool. But if it's not that and you just being lazy, really, then you got to stop that. But sleeping in, another option is sleeping in with him or her. So sometimes, y'all that wake up so early, sometimes y'all not sleeping. You're just up. So you got to learn how to relax too. It's not healthy either to just be up unless you slept a good 7-8 hours, like the healthy time frame. So just wanted to throw that out there. It's very random, but it is very relevant.
Yep. So it sounds like they need to allocate their time better and work overnight. So I'm sleeping during the day. Laugh out loud. yeah, man.
Yeah. So all right, cool. Let's get to the next.
Appreciate that. Thanks for.
Trying it out.
I appreciate that, man. This is dope. Like this is pretty cool for us. So
we're trying it out. But all right, let's get to the next poll real quick. Sorry, y'all. I'm so bad with this. Where is it? Where is my stuff? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. All right, the last question. What I have here. Okay. Have you ever been caught cheating? We want to hear from you.
I want to go to these damn comments now. Damn.
I asked this because y'all, this is Reddit story time. This is Saturday. We do Reddit stories and we get the juicy stories going. The story today, and I don't even think I changed the thumbnail. Thanks for y'all for being here. But the story today is about a lady who, what is it, James? What's the story today about?
So basically, the man has the family member walk in to the situation of her doing the dirty. So I'm not gonna give everything away.
What does that mean?
I'm not gonna give everything away, but it's gonna be a great story. So
it results in the cheating. So have you ever been caught cheating? We want to hear from you. So I had a lot of honesty on this poll. Especially, there was some honesty in the comments. So we have yes, 19% of y'all say yes, you've been caught cheating.
Wow.
19%, wow, that's a tie. I didn't even notice. No, you haven't been caught cheating.
Damn.
You haven't been caught.
Yep.
All right. 5% of y'all says almost.
Wow.
All right. Y'all just missed the bomb. And then 58% says never cheated.
We need to make that damn number higher, but goddamn.
No, but that's pretty good.
Because I know some of the people in that damn comment section capping. They made it. Well, it's anonymous, so they probably ain't lying.
They could be talking about when they were younger anyway. Yeah, but hey, what's up, Night-ish?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
So
somebody is if you cheated in the comment section, no, don't do that. Don't put yourself.
No, we ain't gotta do all that. So
somebody said can't cheat on someone when they never existed in the first place. What? What are you talking about?
Maybe he don't have nobody. Then someone says, I have. It's humiliating. Never again.
Wow.
I like the accountability because, we as people make mistakes or whatever.
Yeah.
But they say cheating is not a mistake. But, okay, for some people it is. And I'm glad now that person is saying that it was humiliating and they would never do it again. It's all about learning your lesson. It's all about learning your lesson. Yeah. Never cheated. All right.
That's what's up.
Never cheated.
Yeah, right.
That's what's up. So read this one.
Oh Lord, I shouldn't put that up. Damn, beautiful. What you gonna say? He said, so somebody said, I caught cheating. Yeah,
they got caught cheating.
Okay, that's what that meant. Okay. Yeah, I caught cheating. My reason, I was young and immature. Wanted my cake and eat it too. Dang, I take full responsibility for being an a-hole. Who, however, the woman I was with at the time treated me like S. And yes, I was weak for allowing another woman to come in and distract me. But she was something else. She came in and was cooking for me, massaging me, while just being in submission on my mission in every day, physically, mentally, and emotionally, just making me love and value as a man. She showed me that what the power of value of a real woman. I don't regret the time we spent, and I wouldn't change a thing. I just would have broke up with the woman first and not cheated, but ultimately left. Oh, that's good, man. You're taking responsibility for that.
Yeah,
man.
I love, like I said, it's all about learning lessons, but that's what's up. Thanks for sharing that. That could help somebody.
Yeah, man.
All right, there's one more, and I'm gonna play a video to talk about this next one. All right, this one is about the age that people should get married.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is the one I asked. This is the one I wanted to see what you guys wanted, right?
All right, so the question is, and I'm gonna play a video. What's the question?
I said, what age should people get married? If you want to learn, okay. All right. So I had 18 to 25, 26 to 32, 33 to 40, 41 plus.
So what age should people get married? What is the ideal age? All right.
So from 18 to 25, you can put 1. From 26 to 32, you can put 2. From 33 to 40, put 3. And then 40 plus, you can put 4. Okay. All right. Just rules coming in. He said 18 to 25. Okay.
And we're going to talk about these ages too really quick. And I do have a few videos to kind of talk about people that have been married young or older.
Okay. Coco K said 30. Okay.
Okay.
18 to 25. 18 to 25.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So the winner of this, the answer here, 60% of the people said 26 to 32.
Yeah.
So, that's what's up. 15% says the second one is, no, sorry. 21% says 33 to 40.
Wow.
And then third to that is 18 to 25, and the least is 41 plus.
And this got 600.
Look, at least y'all said 41 plus was not the ideal age, because I was about to say.
But this is like almost 600 people voted on this too as well. So this is kind of interesting that so many people. The second highest was 33 to 40. So this is crazy.
Let's listen to this clip before we get into that really quick, y'all.
A couple things that nobody tells you about getting married young. Okay, the first thing that nobody told me was that literally everybody is gonna think that you're absolutely crazy. Whenever I tell someone that I'm married and they ask like, how old am I? And I say 21, I'm always ready for them to be like, what? Or say something about me being like too young to be married. The second thing is a little bit more serious. I think nobody prepares you for the way that you're gonna kind of lose some friends. I think a lot of people think that you're too like busy now, or you don't have time for them, or like that you've changed, which definitely isn't the case, but your true friends will stick with you. Okay, the next thing is that part of me still feels like I'm like 16 years old and I get the worst imposter syndrome ever. Okay, the next one has been something that I have been like struggling with recently, balancing like work and friendships, because a lot of your friends are gonna be like single like in their 20s, and you're gonna feel bad like saying no to them when you have to like go home and be a wife. Which again, I have friends that are very understanding, but it's still hard sometimes. Yeah, so I'm really curious if anybody else has felt like this.
So that's real quick. So that's for the ages that are younger, 18 to 25. She's saying that she got married when she was young and no one ever told her what she'll be going through. But she's still sticking strong. She had her wedding ring on and she's still married, even though she's going through the negativity. So, getting married when you're younger, I fall into the
first one, 18 to 25.
Yeah, I just made it. I got married at 25. And I said to myself, I wanted to be married at 25, and I got married at 25. It was crazy. But I fall into that, I guess, younger category. So, getting married younger, I think is better because it eliminates all the nonsense that, like for me, I didn't have to deal with breaking up with, guys, getting in a relationship with people. It lowers what they call this body count situation. Because, just imagine, because most ladies are not going to just be celibate. Let's be real. Let's act like that doesn't exist, because some of y'all are not doing that. So what you're doing is you're racking up a body count. And I'm not talking about what matters to the man for the body count. I'm talking about you as a lady. Forget the man. You as the lady, you do not want to just keep racking up, and then, yeah, I want to be married. And then you going over there with all of these bodies, because you have to think about, you know, the special time you're going to have with your husband. What is going to be special if you just sit here and always have sex all the time with people that you in a relationship and then random? What is special to a husband? I thought husband was, you know, you're supposed to do a lot with him. But if you're doing a lot with other people, guess what? Marriage in that part is not special no more. At least to me, it wasn't. So that's why I was like, you know what? 25 is going to be the age. You know, that was like the top. After 25, I was like, nah. So I had to be, you know, that bracket, and I made a decision, and it happened. So I think getting married young is great. You get to grow with that person, not grow apart. You just grow with them. Mm-hmm. You get to see everything about them, and you learn more. You're not set in ways. You guys get to develop things, that habits together that are healthy. You guys get to just, you know, love on each other. When you get a little older, like that 40 plus, just remember, as you get older, you're going to get more set in the things that you want to do, and you're not going to change. Yep. So it's going to be harder. Not saying you can't get married. It's just going to be harder to get married. Just harder. So you don't want to do that.
And then especially when you get older, right? You already used to a certain quality of life. So that's why you seeing a lot of the ladies, right? They say they don't want to settle for this man. They don't want to settle for this man, right? They want a man making over 6 figures and blah, 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 right? So you have the young women that are saying that, and you have the older women are saying that, right? But most men are not making that. So, but the younger women that doesn't really care about that, those are the ones that get married at a young age, right? So we have that small percentage of women that are getting married because they don't really care about the number of how much the man is making, right? But as you get 40 plus, you're gonna be like, hey, I got retirement around the corner. Yeah, I got, you know, I'm trying to, I ain't got that much time on the planet right now. So I'm trying to make sure I experience all these different things, right? So you're not gonna be able to, you know what I mean, get with a guy making less money in your head because you feel like it's not gonna be worth it. It could be worth it, but in your brain, you're going to tell yourself it's not worth it because you trying to get the most out, maximize your money, right? So you have to put yourself in a position to win. So if you get married at a young age, right, y'all be building together. So by the time you get 40, y'all already have so much money because both of y'all been working, both of y'all been handling business, y'all been having y'all kids, and then now it's all right, cool. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this, right? You know what I mean? So now it's not you don't have to wait on a lot of the BS a lot of other women or men have to go through. So
it's kind of with this comment. That's why I put it up for Pink. Getting married that late in life may indicate you're looking for security over love. That's straight up plain and simple. All right. That eventually that's kind of what it's stemming to. I'm not talking about people who have been married, got a divorce, and they're trying to start over. We're talking about the ones who have never been married. And you know, and sometimes it happens, you know, you can't find the right one, but there's people who don't want to get married until they're that age. We're talking about the ones who are choosing to be married at that 41 plus, not because it just happened, because you know, you just haven't gotten lucky or you haven't found that special person. Anyone that just choosing it.
It's like,
you know,
said life experiences grant us lessons for the better. Exactly. And all right, so let me talk about the 33 through 40. Right. All right. So we already know about on the women's side about the egg count and all that type of stuff. So if you're not trying to have kids and all that stuff, and you probably most likely going to have baggage because of failed relationships, right? Because the more failed relationships you have, male or female, you're going to bring some baggage to the table that you're going to have to address. And if you don't address those baggages, you're going to, you know what I mean, mess up somebody else. Right. So you don't. So in the man's side now, you're going to be most likely in your career probably making a decent amount of money at this time. You probably have some rental properties. You probably have a property of your own. And now if you get married, you're going to be afraid of losing that, because if you lose that at that 33 to 40, it's going to be hard to recover. You know what I mean? So it's pros and cons for that too as well. You'll be more established as a man, but now you have to look at it like, okay, is this woman here for me or is she here for my resources, right? Compared to when you was 18 or 25 and you trying to build yourself up. See, I don't have that issue. We got married when we was younger. So I already know I didn't have no houses then, right? You know what I'm saying? Now we in a situation that, you know what I mean, we have that. So now I'm not concerned about her just walking away from it because we built it together. You know what I mean? So in the 26 to 32, that can work a little bit, but you're going to be rushing, right? And every time you're in a situation where you're rushing, you know what I mean, that a lot of times that don't turn out as well, you know what I mean, as for a female, because now this is where some women get with the pookies, or they get a baby.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that so many times. There's ladies who do rush at that 35 to 40 mark, really in the 30s. I say 30s and up. And they're like, damn, I gotta hurry up. And then they do, like, it's so many I've seen that same story play out. And I'm like, you didn't wait this long to do that. Like, let's be real. Don't wait long to just jack it up. You're waiting long because you're trying to find the right person. Now we just got to help you understand that the right person that you're looking for, it don't exist. So let's put you back to reality. Let's find you somebody that's going to, you get married now. Because some people just need to be put back into reality. Sometimes it's not because they're a bad person. It's just that they haven't learned something new, And I'm not saying to settle, but you want to make sure that you're realistic. But yeah, you don't want to fall into the pookie category.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, appreciate that, Marcus. What's going on? What's up, brother? He said, what's going on with good people just showing some love. Thanks so much, man.
But yeah, there's another video.
Hey, appreciate that, brother.
Oh,
appreciate
yes,
that, man.
There's another video to kind of go with this. So let me add it real quick, y'all.
Or what you guys think.
Let me tell you something. I am so happy that I got married at the age of 40 and I got married later in life. I am watching that show on Netflix, binge watching. It's called The Ultimatum, and it's like ages 24 to maybe 30, and they give their partner an ultimatum about marrying them. And I'm just so glad that I did not get married that young. And when I watch these kids, I'm like, you're crazy. You have so much to go through in life before you are even the person that is ready for marriage. And don't get me wrong, when I was that age, I thought that I needed to get married. I was on a mission to find my husband because I valued my place in society based on marriage. And I was chasing marriage because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to belong. I wanted to be seen as a woman who was valuable and married. And don't get me wrong, family is so important to me. I want a family. I'm so glad I got married, but I wanted to get married at that age for the wrong intentions. And when I'm watching the show, I see that those people want to get married, those young kids, for the wrong intentions. I had a lot of freaking self-work to do, healing to do, just a whole shift in who I was as a person before I was ready to join in a partnership with anyone. And this is not me saying that you cannot be ready for marriage before the age of 40, but I totally think the ages between 24 and 34 or maybe even 32 is way too young. Give yourself a chance to find yourself. Give yourself a chance to know who you are. That's how you show up good in a relationship, being able to know who you are. So let me know in the comments, are you someone who got married later in life or earlier?
So this is a perfect example of somebody doing something and then now they want to tell other people to do it. Right? It's fucking stupid. So basically you're gonna, if you get married in your 40s, right, that means you're not trying to have kids. Or if you do have kids, right, you're gonna be by a baby daddy. You know what I mean? So now we have to kind of make better say. Only thing she could have said was, hey, I didn't know myself when I was younger, right?
Yeah, you say you didn't know yourself. Right?
Yeah, like I didn't know myself when I was younger. Now, I wish I would have knew myself. I would have been a better wife to somebody, right? Compared to saying, hey, I want y'all to get married at 40. No, you don't want them to get married at 40 because they're not going to be able to experience all the things, the good qualities of being married, right? You got 20-some years to retirement age. What are you building in 20 years, right? How many years? We got 40 years, almost 40 years of us building right now with me and my wife, right? A little bit under 40 years of us building. You got 20. Who gonna come out with more?
I mean, to this, we was talking about.
I said the hell is hey, what's up? Someone be left alone. What's up, brother?
Quickly, Pookie and Ray Ray. That's just a term that's thrown out just so we can know who is what. But it's a person who they don't take care of his kids. They don't got no job. The job is like in and out. They're not consistent with taking care of themselves. They're like off with taking care of themselves, and they have kids by many of women.
Yep.
Like you know,
take care of none of that.
4 baby mothers.
They can only thing they're good at is laying pipe.
And they stay and they live in with the baby mother. So they normally don't have their own place. They stay with like a family member and they bounce to house, have kids with ladies. And there's ladies that's doing it. Yeah. But yeah, that's what that is. But you know, this is the thing. and I'm gonna just say this real quick. If you want to be married, I don't think you should wait until what she said 40, 30. What she
said
40. I think she said 40, right?
Yeah.
Understand when you want to be married, when you get married to a man, your life, this is your life. Your life is now beginning. Some people might not like that. Some people might not understand that. But it's a life to your begin. You're beginning something that you didn't have before. When your father is supposed to hand you off in marriage, hand you off to the next person, you're now ending that at your household. Now you're starting literally a new life with someone. Okay, your life has just started. If you're waiting until you're 40 to now have your life starting, then you're shortening yourself. You're the one that's suffering waiting. I'm saying the one that wants to. This is the ones I'm talking about. The ones who are choosing to wait. I'm not doing it. I don't think that's fair to yourself. Give yourself some credit. Feel that you're valuable to be a wife. You're not going to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect before you get a man, all right? You just need to have that fine understanding of what marriage is, what a wife is, what a wife does, what a husband does, and all of that. And then you build and become better in the marriage. You cannot be better while you're out before the marriage. Think about when you are studying for a test, right? You're just practicing problems, but you ain't gonna know if it worked unless you test it and you got 100. So when you get married, now you're testing every day. You're learning the things, you're doing the things that you learn. You're applying it now, right? You're applying the methods that you have been taught. So you're never going to be ready. Just like with kids, people say, oh, it has to be a right time. No, it doesn't. As long as you have money, right, and you have the partner, you good. You can never prepare for a child. I'm not talking, like, so you have to have the money and have the place, the partner. After that, you can't prepare mentally for the child. You ain't never ready.
You never experienced it.
I have 3 kids. I have back after every 2 years. You ain't never ready. All right. It just keeps going. Learn about practice. So don't short yourself saying that you're not ready. You are ready. As long as that you're responsible, you're mature, you
can problem solve. And that's all it is. And Beautiful Anime says that, that's the wrong one, my bad. And she said she's rejecting just because you have to wait till 40 before you want to get married.
You had to
doesn't mean everyone should do it.
There we go.
There are couples that can grow together. Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly, man. So, and that's what.
Hey, what's up, King Strong? I don't know. We say something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, King Strong? What's going on? Coco said I totally agree with her though. 40 years old is too old unless it's a second marriage. But I will continue to stick with the ages 28 to 30. No, it's doable. You just kind of gotta make sure you got that person, because once I ain't gonna tell our business because I ain't gonna
28 to 30 is not bad, but I know you've seen a good man or woman walk past you between the ages of 18 to 25.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. I was about to get too deep, and then Lady Di here was gonna be having, hey baby, you telling them too much. So Miss Wilson is a moron. Netflix is her marriage counselor. It said, what else for others may not work for all. My parents married young, and it's 100 worked for them. Yeah, man. I think it's a better situation. It's you want to read this one?
Hometown Girls in Curls says, I wanted to have children, so getting married at 40 was not for me.
Exactly.
Was a no for me. I got married at 29, but really wanted to be married by 25.
Okay.
And that's another thing too. So I picked 25 because I wanted to have all of my kids by 30.
Yeah.
That's it. It has because it aligns together. If you're a person that wants to get married and have kids, you have to plan it out. Think about a business plan that you do for your business. Or someone that created a business plan, or just think about anything you have to do, because some people are not business minded, but you have a job, you have deadlines. You just don't do one thing and then, all right, let me apply it. It's multiple steps. So when you are planning to get married, you have to think about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a business plan. I'm telling you.
Exactly, man.
So that's what's up, Hometown Girls and Curls.
So tell me that Coco K said, get deep, James. Say what's on your mind. No, I can't.
Whisper, tell me what it's about first. Give me a name.
It's not, because I don't want the mic to.
Give me a name. No, it might be okay.
Ain't no name.
Tell me.
It's about. You heard us it?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just funny because he literally was whispering.
I ain't want this big ass mic in our ear right now.
Because he be saying too damn much. So he right.
Yeah,
he did right.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, she be like, you be saying too much.
But it's okay. Go ahead.
All right, so this was so I noticed like when we first got together, when we first started having kids, right? Like soon as we say, hey, are you ready to have a baby? Boom, pregnant, like just like that. But as she got older, it was kind of hard for her to get pregnant, you know. So and it was because of the age.
Being dramatic though.
No, like I'm talking about, it was just like, all right, boom, are you ready? Pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
He's still being so. Go ahead. I'll let you finish the story. My bad.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. So it was just like that. Boom. Now, as she got older, once she got close to her 30s, right? It was like, even though it's not at that, you know what I mean, that 35 range that everybody talks about, it was a lot harder. You know what I mean? It took us a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? First,
see, dramatic.
I'm saying, all right, it goes from days to weeks. Goddamn, like it went from one day to a damn week.
He just used
couple weeks.
He's just used to. So
and then she got diabetes and then she started like her sugar test started getting higher and stuff like that, right? So now I'm like, I don't want to have no more kids because I don't want her to be in no health situation. And she late 30s doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We have to, you know what I mean? What if I waited till she was 35, right? She could be in a diabetic right now. You know what I mean? Because some people
we create that. So for women who are diabetic, gestational diabetes, that's what it's called when you're pregnant, is because some of us create really bad habits. This is before the child. You create really bad habits. You eat a whole bunch of sugar, drink a whole bunch of soda, drink a whole bunch of juice. You barely drink water. If it has water, gotta be colored. You know, you gotta add something to it. If you about to have a child, you gotta stop all that. So before I had my first one, I didn't eat a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So when I had him, I didn't have gestational diabetes. I didn't have no complications. Second one, no complication. I had complications, but it wasn't gestational diabetes. I was not high risk because the lifestyle that I had was healthy. Mm-hmm. But that third one, that third kid, I got used to just eating pancakes all the time. Like always eating something sweet.
They develop bad habits.
I developed a bad habit because I'm older. I'm like, I ain't gotta do this no more. I'm older, you know. I wasn't really looking at it that much because I've been so I would say healthy for a long time that I was I'm good, right? I'm the one who's real slim, eat a whole bunch of stuff and don't gain weight. That's me. That's my body type. So when I got older, I was like, I don't have to do this. But it caught up with me. I took that test, and for the ones that are been pregnant or know someone that has been pregnant, you take that sugary drink. I took that test and I failed it. Almost cried.
Yeah.
Now mine was like just barely making it, so I wasn't all the way there. I didn't have to get the injection. But what I'm saying is, as you get older, you develop bad habits. Yeah. That's all. Now he's being dramatic when it comes to me getting pregnant. No, he's used to me getting pregnant like that.
Yeah.
Instead,
I know my shit worked.
It took a month. To get pregnant. Mm-hmm. But I said it's dramatic because there are people who take months, 6 months, a year. Yeah. They're like, somebody please help me go into the fertility clinic. It's not a game. So you get spoiled.
Because honestly, but if you really look at it, right, when they say that women, you know what I mean, they lose 90% of their eggs at 35.
Oh, and then
that's just an average. That's not talking about when women lose 90% of their eggs by 35. That's just the average.
You're
right?
born, ladies, we're born with about 1 million to 2 million eggs at birth.
Yeah. So that I don't know how many we never got the test to see how many eggs she has. That's just the average. That's not saying that, hey, this is my wife. That's just the average. That's just across the board. So she can have less or she can have more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So the reason why the reason why we brought this conversation up because this is the conversations you have to think about. So when you say you want to get married, you're saying you want to get married at 40. Did you think about this conversation we just had? This is a real thing.
Yeah.
People are suffering not having kids. They can't have kids. I know so many people that can't have kids. And y'all walking around here talking about, I'm going to wait till I'm 40. Like, no.
That just reminded me of a story of a woman. She waited late to get married. I think she was in her 30s. She wasn't late per se, right? But she found out that she couldn't have kids, and the man ended up divorcing her because he wanted to have a child. But since she, since she waited so long to, get married and try to have kids, she wasn't able to have them. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta, if you're not going to getting your eggs to count,
just get it checked.
Yeah, if you want to wait later, all right. I can't force you, right? But just make sure you get checked. Make sure when you get with a man, say, hey, my eggs are cooking. You know what I'm saying? My junk are popping right now. I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got tested. Hey, if it's something going on, it's not me. You know what I mean? Give that man a peace of mind. Don't do it so early, whatever, because he gonna think you crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Just give that man a peace of mind so he can say, okay, I like that she's very intentional on about what's going on, right? And we can make that decision, so.
That's enough of the baby talk, y'all. I'm just saying, this is a big conversation.
We need to probably have a show about this.
We do, because there's so much we got to share. I have so many stories for just the mommy. Y'all don't see mommy lady die. Y'all see wife lady die. And I'm so different with the mommy thing. But yeah, we'll talk about that another live. But let's get into it. Let me get my stuff. Y'all got y'all popcorn, because we got to get the popcorn going, y'all. We got to get that going. We actually got to get some. We got popcorn, but we never had it on the show.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got to just actually bring popcorn on the show. But yeah, so y'all better get y'all popcorn ready. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure y'all do that. All right, y'all.
Let's get it.
So we are in the Reddit story time. So we're gonna get into it. Do you want to explain it again, real quick?
No.
All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's just get into it. We got the popcorn ready. Let's get into it.
I think my wife, 32, might be cheating on me. We've been married for 2 years, but we have been together for about 5 years. It has been a tough couple of months for us financially, and I have had to take on more shifts at work to make ends meet. I don't spend as much time with my wife as I used to, but something tells me that she might be cheating on me. For starters, she somehow found a way to completely change her style of dressing, and she pays extra attention to the way she looks to the extent that she feels insecure if she does not look nice when she is going out for anything, including mundane tasks like grocery shopping. We are both low-maintenance people, so it's a bit suspicious that she is insistent on trying to look good. I asked my friends, and they said it might just be due to the fact that she just went through surgery and trying to look good to aid her healing process. The surgery was because they found a tumor in her breast and she had to take it out, so it wouldn't spread. Our insurance only covered part of the payment for the surgery and not for all the aftercare costs, which was also very expensive. And because she is on sick leave, which is unpaid, we are now both dependent on my salary. That was why I took on more shifts. But she has now gone back to work, so I reduced the number of shifts I was having so I could spend more time with her. She avoids spending time with me. I don't know why, but every time I step into a room where she is, she finds an excuse to step out of the room. She now sleeps on the couch because my snoring disturbs her sleep. I admit that I snore
Excuses. Now the snoring destroys. I'm not saying it doesn't.
This man got sleep apnea.
pretty heavily, but it's not something that has ever caused us trouble. When we started dating, she used to want to be with me all the time, and she would text me throughout the day, telling me about everything she was doing. We both didn't exactly have much of a social life, so I tried to include her into everything I was doing. When we first moved in together, we would tell each other everything that had happened while the other person wasn't around. I liked it as a routine because it meant that I knew pretty much everything that was going on with her. She also couldn't keep her hands to herself. She liked touching me and kissing me. She couldn't go an hour whenever we were together without leaning in for a kiss. I wasn't a really physical person, but I found that trait very amusing. However,
oh, see, he just gave a hint. He wasn't a physical person. Guess what she felt? That energy.
Yeah.
Y'all got to be aligned with each other. I'm going to say this real quick. When you are getting married or looking to get married, you got to make sure that you're compatible, not just with, you know, the spiritual part, but y'all you got to make sure the person that you're getting with likes to be touched, likes sex, or whatever it is that you like. Y'all got to be aligned because he already gave the hint that he was not that physical.
Women love physical too, so we'll talk about that later.
For about 2 months now, she has stopped doing all those things. She doesn't even become excited whenever I get home anymore. At times, I feel like she doesn't recognize that I'm even there. I thought it was the side effects from the surgery and being cooped up at home, but things didn't change when she returned to work. She now comes late from work often. Before, she always liked to come home first if she knew she was going to hang out with her coworkers or attend a meeting. She doesn't even bother to notify me if she's going to be back late. I started getting suspicious when she told me she was going to hang out with some of her coworkers after work. I was surprised because she had just told me out of the blue. I thought maybe she was finally getting back to normal, but it became really late and she didn't come home, so I got worried. I sent her another
How the hell you not come home? Like how silly. You're not a damn 18-year-old.
And I wanted to highlight this comment right quick. Appreciate for being transparent, Pink. He said, any couples looking to create a family, please go and get checked out and make sure you're fertile and disease free. I did and found out my wife was not healthy and able to get pregnant and had an STD.
Oh damn!
Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully it's something that's curable. But thank you for the transparency. And this is what we push on this page: being transparent and getting the real information out there for people to go get checked and to do that, because that's very important, because we're talking about marriage and all this stuff, but if we're not making the families and you're not going to get everything that you want as a person, you know what I mean? I know that can hurt. And kudos to you for sticking by her, because, you know what I mean, some people can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that.
But we didn't ask.
No, he said it's his wife.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you stick by her, even though she couldn't you know what I mean, get pregnant, man. So that's powerful of you doing that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that too, because, you know, some of these videos that we play, you know, it's for fun and jokes, but this stuff happens. This is like real life. So that's why we're like big on making sure that you check in these things. Yeah, you can wait all day long, but you want to make sure you check. You got to make sure that you're healthy is the most part. And then you could proceed. So, you know, I hope you guys had figured that out.
So I just want to give you a props, man. That's why I stopped the video, man. That's powerful what you're doing. Appreciate that.
text, but it went unanswered. I tried calling her, but her number went to voicemail. I wasn't comfortable just sitting around.
Oh, wait. And then beautifully animated. She said, facts, lady, that I broke up with my ex because he couldn't express his feeling. Yeah, because that's how it is. Like, you got to be able to talk.
Around and waiting for her to return. I called some of her other coworkers that I knew, and they told me that they left the bar sometime earlier. My wife should have gotten home before all of them. I decided to go down to the bar where they met. I drove down there and found her car in the parking lot. I thought she must have decided to take some more drinks and lost track of time, but when I entered the bar, there was no trace of my wife anywhere. I grew more worried, thinking something bad had happened to her. I went back to the car, which I parked next to hers, and started trying her phone again. It rang, but there was no response, and it eventually went to voicemail. I texted her friends and sister to see if they had heard from her in the past few hours, and they all replied negatively. I was about to give in and call the police when I saw a car drive into the parking lot. It was a sleek car, so it looked a bit out of place in the parking lot. It caught my attention, and I looked up to see a woman coming out of the car. It was my wife. She was giggling at whatever the man was saying, so she didn't notice her car right away. When she noticed the car, she was startled to see me there, so I knew it was because of guilt. I had gone crazy trying to look for her, and had even gone to the extent of contacting her family and friends, who were also as worried as I was, and it just turned out that she had gone out with some guy. I was really pissed at her. I didn't want to start a fight, so I told her that I was going away. I tend to have violent outbursts, and I didn't want to end up regretting anything, so I drove off to my brother's.
Very smart. Wanted to take that note because we could get very angry, but we have to know when we got to leave. Even I think driving off is better, meaning like leave the house, because imagine, look, we've done it a long time ago. James would be like, all right, I'm out. And I'm like, no, you're not. Where you going? I'm saying trying to trace the man. Y'all could go ahead and leave because I can't chase you.
I was plagued with doubts all through the weekend and spent a lot of time watching the house through the security cameras. But she didn't leave the house and she didn't get any visits from anyone except the mailman. If she was cheating, she should have taken advantage of my absence to go out or have her man come over, right? She didn't, so maybe she was innocent. However, I knew that wasn't enough to assure me of her innocence. Maybe she didn't know when I was going to be back and she didn't want me to catch her in the act. Or maybe her lover was out of town. Those were the thoughts that ran through my head. The next day, I returned home after I knew she had left for work before changing into my work gear. When I got back from work, she was home. She even made dinner for us, something that she had stopped doing for a while. I ate the food and afterward...
Those are signs. When someone stops doing something that they normally do, don't suspect that they're cheating.
You went to this story this time.
But don't suspect that they're cheating, though. We don't want to like just, oh, well, you're cheating. No, sometimes things could be wrong going on. You know, I know Pink said something about mental health. A lot of us are suffering from that, and we don't even know it. We're so used to it. So don't just go, oh, you're cheating. No, let's see what's going on first.
Told her that we need to talk. I asked her to explain what happened on Friday because I had been worried sick. She apologized and told me she had decided to stay for some more drinks and she had accidentally put her phone on silent. I didn't believe her because I had checked the bar and she wasn't there. It was then that she broke down crying that she had been feeling down and had run into an old friend. When her coworkers had left, she went on a long drive with the guy and they had just talked. She admitted to being slightly drunk, so the friend hadn't wanted to let her drive and she had let him drive her around until she became slightly sober. I accepted her explanation then. But the more I thought about it, the more I wasn't convinced. She didn't even seem remotely drunk when I saw her. And I knew that she had to have been drinking a lot for her to have gotten tipsy. So when I got home the next day, I asked her how many drinks she had taken for her to have gotten drunk. She said she didn't remember. I decided that I wasn't going to let her make me feel bad, so I asked her outrightly if she was cheating on me. She denied it vehemently, and she said she could never cheat on me. I believed her. I decided to let things be. But the thing is that she hasn't changed at all since then. She still returns home late in the evening without telling me where she has gone to. She goes out a lot more without telling me.
So why are you still there, sir? Just saying.
Where she is going if she can avoid it. We haven't been intimate in weeks, and anytime I try to initiate intimacy, she avoids me. We used to have sex on a regular basis, and now she won't even let me kiss her. I think I'm going to ask her to try couples therapy. What do you guys think? Is she cheating on me? Update. When I asked...
So, you want to say something real quick? Okay.
I'm waiting.
Everyone, if they thought my wife was cheating on me, they asked me to just watch her behavior before jumping to conclusions. So the first thing that came to my mind was to hire a private investigator. I got one with the recommendation of my friends. It was pretty expensive, but I hoped it would be worth it. So the guy will watch her for the next 2 weeks to see if she does anything suspicious. Update 2. So the PI has been following her around for the past week and has been giving me reports. However, she never leaves work, and when she does go out with her coworkers, she comes home right after. The only strange thing is that she always leaves only after all her coworkers are. She orders a lot of drinks, almost enough to get her drunk. Then she takes a long bathroom break. After the bathroom break, she pays for the drinks and leaves. I don't think she is cheating on me anymore. I'm going to ask the private investigator to stop because there's no way I can afford the fees. Then I'm going to make her attend couples therapy with me. Hopefully, we can salvage our relationship. Update 3. I was so wrong about my wife. I am angry and sad right now. She was actually cheating on me and tried to be smart about it. After I discharged the private investigator from following her, I told her that we should give therapy a trial. She was reluctant at first, but after I poured my heart out to her, telling her how I didn't trust her because of everything she was doing to keep me away and how I loved her enough not to let her push me away, she agreed to therapy and we started working out our issues. She accused me of not catering to her needs the way I used to before she had surgery. I apologized and worked hard to fix the flaw. I wanted to make her so happy that she wouldn't feel the need to draw away from me. It seemed like things were working out for us because of the therapy. We were spending more time together, having sex and going on dates. At this point, I got a price increase at work, so I could afford to skip certain shifts. Then, one morning, while I was peeing, she came into the bathroom to get ready for work. She goes everywhere with her phone, and on this day, she was with her phone. She got a notification on her phone, and instead of checking it like she normally would, she swiped the pop-up bar away. The whole thing was looking suspicious, and I didn't want to trigger a fight, so I pretended like I didn't notice anything. I spent the whole day thinking of what to do to her to get my hands on the phone. That night, while we got ready for bed, I asked her to make me a smoothie, since she was going to the kitchen anyway. In her haste, she left her phone. I was going to let it be, but I was too curious, so I ended up taking the phone. I scrolled through her texts, but I didn't find anything suspicious. I checked her other apps, and got something on her Instagram. She uses Instagram a lot, and I checked her DMs. It was there that I found the explicit pictures that she had been sending to some guy online. The guy was telling her that he wanted to screw her so hard, and some other stuff. She sent replies on how she wanted his dick all to herself, and how much she loved him. They had done so many stuff together. Stuff she had told me that she could never try out in bed. She had even expressed how she wanted to suck him off whenever she could. She had to be in a good mood to offer to do that for me. She always complained about my size, about how I was too big for her to handle, and when I saw the pictures the guy sent, he was about my size, but longer.
Wait, hold on. So, y'all complain about the small ones, but then he too big.
I was heartbroken when I saw everything. We hadn't even finished paying off the debts from her surgery, and she was having sex with another man. There was nothing that she wanted that I didn't do for her. I gave up a major opportunity to stay in the town we were living in so that she could stay in the same town her parents were living in. From the messages, it was evident that the guy was her coworker because they both made references to their workplace. And he didn't know that she was married because he kept calling her by affectionate names, but never once made mention that she leaves me for him. There was no trace that he knew I existed. I checked her other social media apps and found out that it was the same guy all through. They have been having sex since 6 weeks after her surgery. She had never allowed him to come to our house, but she went over to his place a lot. That was where she went to on the night I had gotten worried about her and the bathroom breaks, were them trying outside sex. They had even taken it up a notch by having sex in a park outside. My wife thought she was being smart. She told the guy she didn't want anyone at work to know so they wouldn't look at them differently. But I knew it was because they all knew that she was married to me. I felt pity for the guy, and for the first time since I knew my wife, I hated her so much. And then I thought that the problem was with me, and I had been trying to fix things, not knowing that I was innocent. There was no way I was going to let her play me for a fool. After I was done with her phone, I dropped it back where she had kept it and went to the bathroom to take a shower. She eventually returned with my smoothie, but I told her that I didn't want it anymore. While we slept, she clung to me in her sleep. Before, I would have been ecstatic that she did that, but now I just felt like clawing her skin off my body and washing the parts of me that she had touched with sandpaper. When I couldn't bear it any longer, I left her sleeping there and went to sleep on the couch. Then I remembered all the times that she had left the room to sleep on the couch and I couldn't sleep there either. I spent the rest of the night on the bare floor staring at nothing. I left the house as soon as it was done. I bought a new couch and threw the other one out. That was where I started sleeping. She asked me if everything was fine and I told her yeah. I gave the excuse that I got back from work late and I didn't want to disturb her sleep. She didn't say anything. She texted me at work to tell me that she would be home late and I told her that it was fine. I knew she was going to screw her affair partner and it broke my heart all over again because she had been lying to me over and over again. I decided to divorce her, but divorce wouldn't have been enough for me. I needed to make her pay for her deceit and her cheating. After a little research, I found out the reason why she had gone for the coworker. It turns out that the affair partner is the heir to a majority of the shares of the company she worked for. She simply wanted him for his money, nothing more and nothing less. Her birthday was fast approaching, and I remembered they had promised to meet in her office for her gift, which I was pretty sure was just sex. It gave me an idea to punish her, and the best part was that I wasn't even going to be there. I went to my in-laws and convinced them to help me plan a surprise birthday for her at work. The plan was to visit her during her break, drop off food and cake and return without disrupting the workplace. Her office was pretty chill about stuff like that, as long as they didn't disturb the other people. The key word was disruption, and I planned to use it against her. Her parents conceded to my plan and everything was set. On her birthday, I didn't wish her a happy birthday. She thought I was planning something. She was right, but it wasn't what she was thinking about. When it was noon, I called my father-in-law and told him that I wouldn't be able to make it to the party because something came up at my workplace. I told him that they should go ahead with the plan. She was definitely going to be in the office. I told them to go straight down to the warehouse because she had told me that she would be filing inventory. They were in for a surprise. I wasn't there, but the news spread around town so quickly that I heard every detail. Her parents and sister had gotten to the warehouse and had found her completely naked while jumping on another man's dick. I heard that her mother had slapped her while she was still naked and had started reprimanding her right there on the spot. The guy was still partially dressed and he ran away while trying to get dressed. Her sister and father left the scene while she was still naked. I heard it caused a lot of commotion in the workplace that night. When she got home, I was waiting. She said she had something to confess, that she had been cheating on me for a while and that she was sorry. She told me that it was because she had gotten bored while waiting to get surgery, and that was how she had found herself talking to the guy. I told her that I knew all about it. She was surprised. She begged and pleaded that she never meant things to go that far, and I told her that I believed her. When I wiped her tears away, she kissed me and I responded. She initiated sex and I let her, because it was meant to be the last time. We tried out everything I had wanted to try out before, and she was more than eager to do things. I found it a bit difficult to stay hard because I knew that she had taken another man just hours before me, but I needed to have her believe that things were good. Afterwards, she slept off, and I decided to finish the project I had been working on, which was packing everything that belonged to her out of my house. I drove down to her parents' house and dumped everything there before returning back home. I placed the divorce papers on the kitchen table, along with a note that I didn't expect her to still be around when I got back in the evening. That was the best way to seek revenge on her. Update 4. She's been trying to reach me since then, but I got a restraining order against her. Her sister told me that she had been suspended from her workplace for having sex in the warehouse. The affair partner got away scot-free because of his position, but I heard now that he also doesn't want to have anything to do with her. I can't wait for the divorce to be finalized, and then I can finally cut her out of my life.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right, guys. So, man. All right. So you want to start us off because you was interested in this story. Well, you want to start it off, or you want me to go?
I'm gonna start it off because I know you got a lot to say. But I would say, at first I was blaming the fact that he wasn't physical. That wasn't compatible with that area, but she is just a user, period. She's with the other guy just to get money from him. That's it. Now, I don't know about the husband that she had. Obviously he has something because she was with him for a reason, because she's the type that would use you. So you have to just be careful, like, who you end up picking. It's hard though. I'm not gonna say that it's easy. It's so hard to pick somebody to know if they're good for you. That's why sometimes, you know, this can't happen for everybody, but sometimes I encourage people to get married younger, because when you're younger, guess what you have less of? Money. You have less money. Not that you're broke. I'm just saying you have less money. As you get older, most of the times, you know, your money does elevate. But in reality, you don't really have as much money like that at a younger age. So when you are finding the right one, you will find someone that is most loyal and honest. Someone that is going to be committed because you don't have as much. I'm not talking about broke, but has as much. So when you wait until you're older, you have to vet a lot differently. You have to ask like interview questions. Bump going out and eating. Y'all need to have real conversations so you can kind of vet. But go ahead, James.
All right. So on my list, man, honestly, I have a few different things, right? So our mission is for men, for women and men, right, to not, you know, cheat on each other, and for us to see the signs, right? So for us to make sure that we seeing the because most of every time a woman goes down a path or a man goes down a path, right, you see signs before they go down the path, right? So first, number one, she had insecurities, right? So if a woman has insecurities, that's what we was talking about earlier, for her to be natural, because you got to help her love herself. So she didn't love herself, right? So that's why it was easier for a man to come in there and to kind of get into her head and get her. And I was going to tell you about the physical part. The reason, you know, he said his size was all this and all that, right? So a lot of times women think they want this big, you know what I'm saying? And then once they get it, they're like, I don't know if I want to do this every day. You know what I'm saying? Like this good every other week, but I ain't trying to get this every day, you know? So you got to understand.
That was
like,
an excuse.
You got to be careful what you ask for.
But let's talk about the insecurities. So, you know, we all have insecurities, but some of us ladies like to go too far with it. You know, you got to make sure that you do love yourself. Do you love yourself without the makeup on? Do you love yourself without the extra added hair? You know, do you love yourself without the long nails? Can you love yourself being a plain Jane? I'm not saying you have to walk around always being a plain Jane, because there's some men who would like you to put on a little makeup or whatever. Cool, you do that. But do you love yourself without it? If you don't love yourself without it, you have work to do. So work on that, and it will help you not to become so insecure. You have to make your natural self look the best way that you can be before you think to put on makeup to cover the things that you don't like. So.
Yeah. All right. So and honestly, like ladies, men, if you have somebody that's going hard for you, right, you have to respect them, man, and make sure you keep those people in your life. Don't mess it up, mess that situation up, because this guy took on extra shifts when she went down for her tumor removal to make sure she was okay. So you gotta, if people are looking out for you, right, you gotta make sure, like, you can do the smallest thing for me and I'm looking out for you, right? You know what I'm saying? So you can.
He's too nice.
No, ain't too nice.
Yes,
it's about showing people respect. It's about appreciating people, because I don't think we appreciate people enough. That's why I always show people in the chat. I always, man, make sure I show y'all love and make sure y'all voices being heard when I see y'all coming, because I want y'all to be heard. Like, we have a lot of valuable people in our chat, right? So we want to make sure people seeing it. So as many people seeing us talking, they're gonna see y'all talking too as well, because y'all are part of the family. So we got, if people are there for you and they appreciate you, what you do, you got to make sure you show them too as well. Because when he had that tumor surgery, he was there. He made sure he took care of her. And I will tell men, one advice: don't ask a woman if she's cheating on you or not, right? If you feel like she's cheating, just look for signs and things, right? Because if you tell somebody, or this go for women too, if you tell somebody, hey, I think you cheat on me, they're just going to do a better job of covering this shit up. Yeah. So now you're not going to be able to know. Now you're probably going to find yourself with disease or taking care of somebody else's baby, or in a situation where you can't fix to get out of that situation, right? And I said, I had another one. So when they went to therapy in that situation, things starting to get better. So that goes to show you that it was something mentally wrong with her, right? Because and they should have been in therapy from the jump when she was having that surgery, right? That could have kind of helped her not going down that path, right? So we as men, we have to be problem solvers and fix the issue before it happens. You know what I mean? What you got to come in, want to read?
No, I was just laughing.
Okay, okay. And it says, and now she with the guy with money, and now you already know what you know. That's why the scriptures say the love of money is the root of all evil. It says not having money is not evil, right? But it says the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's gonna make you make these bad decisions, and that's gonna mess your life up, right? What if another tumor comes back? You know what I mean? What's she gonna do then? Who's gonna take care of her now? Now he got revenge on her, making the family go in and see her doing the dirty deed. Now the family probably disown her. He's gonna divorce her. Now who she's gonna run to? The guy is gone now because of the situation, because he was just there for the sex. You know what I'm saying? So you and one last thing I would like to say, right, is that I know people want to get that last, hoorah before you go, but it shit is not worth it. What if he would have got her ass pregnant? After that last hoorah.
Gosh.
Now he's dealing with a situation. Now he's divorced her. Now he has a child on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, and now she let him do all this freaky, crazy stuff. Now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You're done. So we just got to kind of make better decisions and kind of start seeing things so we can save a lot of these relationships, because a lot of these relationships are repairable, or they can be fixed because we like to react after the deed is done rather than being proactive. So that's some of the some tips, for the people, if they go seeing situations, or they can tell their friend and all that stuff. So
yeah, that's true. I wanted to give a round of applause for Pink for sharing that, like I said, and then you gave the testimony for afterwards about, where is it? Can you find it really quick?
Let me go back up to it.
Yeah, that's congratulations on that. I think it's right there.
Okay, yep. It says Pink. So it said it was fixed. We fixed it, but shouldn't have talked to the mental health expert as well. Cause me in my life has been damaged dealing with her, but got 2 beautiful big head babies out of the marriage. So yeah, man. So that's good, man. I'm glad that that situation turned out good for you, brother. Because man, you was kind of having me a little down a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
yep. Also he says, ladies,
them
work husbands is not cool. They smiling and teasing, but plotting to ruin your good thing. Real talk. Cut that joker off. You love your husband.
Exactly.
That is true. That is very true. What's up, Lucky?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Twin. What's up, girl?
Let me see what Kevin Samuel cousin talking about. Kevin Samuel cousin said the whole part reminds me of the Tyler Perry movie, The Family That Prays.
Oh yes, yes. I just want to watch movies.
I forgot that movie, man.
We're gonna watch a movie after this. How about that?
I don't got time to watch movies no more. We got too much work to do.
We could watch a movie after this though.
But yeah, man, appreciate for being transparent, man. Like, man, that was very deep, man. So, and that's what we try to do on this page too, as well. You know what I mean? Because a lot of that time, that stuff, man, can help anybody out, right? Because we have to be more open with people, right? Everybody want to act like they got all the money. Everybody want to act like they got all the advice. They want to act like they got all the everything, all the ladies, all the men. And it's not about that. It's about what service can you give for people? If you can't be a service to nobody, you know what I mean? What all your money has to do? Why does that matter? So let's be a service to each other, pass out that good knowledge to one another, and help build each other up. So
yes, and we on time. We're trying to do that 2-hour mark, and we at the 2-hour mark. But yeah, so we're gonna, like I said, we take this time to make sure we create more content for you viewers, for everyone who loves to see what we're gonna post. Crazy videos. Thanks for everyone who has been sending me videos. I get videos from like almost everybody now. Thank you for that, because like I said, these videos, some of them are fake and some of them are not, but most of them is real life. Some of the situations actually happen in real life. So, but we're here to just discuss it and kind of give resolutions. Make sure you keep up with my community tab, because I'm always posting something on there, always giving out some polls just to make you think. And we're always going to talk about it.
Yep. And for the members, we got some special videos coming out just for you guys. So just be patient with us. We're going to record some probably tomorrow. You want to do something tomorrow? Today? Well, we do it tomorrow. We got some other stuff to do.
Yes. So, okay, I already started something new. The ones who weren't here in the beginning and missed the intro, I'm going to play the intro and make it the outro. All right. It was funny. I laughed, cracking up, making them damn videos. But I want y'all to definitely watch. You know, we're gonna end it with this and just have a laugh. You know, life is about laughter. You want to make sure you're laughing and making sure that you're not always tense and always, you know, in a mood. People pissing you off all the time, even though we get pissed off. But you don't want to walk around like that, because you know the next person that you know that's with you, you want to make sure that you're being respectful. So I'll play the clip.